Why is my audio uneven? Hello? No, I suppose I'll figure it out later.
You'll figure out why it hurts when I pee?
Yeah, totally.
Dr. Saberoni, I just don't understand, when I stand up and go pee in the restroom, it just burns. It hurts. And I can't quite figure it out.
That sucks.
Too bad.
Okay, now that'll be 250.
What the hell? You didn't even figure out my problem.
This is Obamacare.
Obama doesn't care about dudes' dits burning.
Obama.
Sweat.
Squid.
I got possessed by a beast for a second.
You should get that checked.
Well, I just went to the doctor and he charged me $250 when I told him my penis burned.
Damn. Well, it sounds like a curse. You probably should get that checked out by an exorcist.
Oh, you brother Mark, you've been cursed. So you're telling me that some ghost has entered my body and he's like whispering sweet nothings to my ear at night and possessing me, but he's also making my cock burn.
Yeah.
Is this the intro?
Yeah. Oh, shit. No, this was supposed to be a private Zoom call with my doctor.
Welcome to Big Fellas.
Welcome to Big Fellas, home of the Big Fella Burger. How can I take your order?
The Big Fella Burger.
How many patties is in the Big Fella Burger?
3.
Oh,
4.
5.
No, 4.
Because there's 4 of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, is there cheese or no cheese?
There's cheese on each patty.
Yes.
What are the toppings here?
Each cheese is a different cheese.
I call mozzarella.
I'll call provolone.
There's a slice of mozzarella, provolone, cheddar, and Swiss, all on the same burger.
Yummy. That sounds like my burger.
And then because of the Big Fella Burger, because one of us being Canadian, the Big Fella meal comes with poutine.
Yes.
But the soda you have to get with it is Fedro.
There's also the Saber Rice special.
Oh, I'll tell you about this. There's also the Kisaragi sandwich.
The Kisaragi, yeah, okay, yeah, that's another menu option. Is the Kisaragi sandwich. You eat it, you turn gay, and then there's the Saber Rice bowl. It's just a giant bowl of rice with
if you eat it, you turn red pill.
Beef and egg. You eat it, you get red pill.
If you eat it, you turn red pilled, and the next thing you know, you're like, I gotta buy a gun.
I think I'm going hunting.
There's the Terumo special, which is just one boiled egg on a plate.
Yeah. And
then there's the Big Tav challenge, where you have to eat your whole body weight worth of burger patties and cheese. You have to eat it in 1 hour. That's the Big Tav special. If you eat in 1 hour, then you get then your meal's comped, and you get a T-shirt that says "I survived the Tav special."
That sounds like a great fast food restaurant, surely to rival Mr. Beast Burger.
Yeah, Mr. Beast Burger, you're being put on blast, Senor Beast.
Senor Beast.
All right. Anyway, long intro aside, welcome to Big Fellas, home of the Big Fellas. Welcome to Big Fellas this, Big Fellas that. You're welcome to Third Fellas. There's only 3 of us. We're missing a certain boy. We're missing a sweet young boy.
Shit happens,
Shit happens, I don't know what happened. I just pulled up to him. I offered him free candy. He entered my van. Now he's gone. I didn't see him.
I was gonna say we lost him at the grocery store.
Yeah, he said, I'll be back. I will go. I'm going to get some eggs. I'll be back. And we said, okay. All right, just hurry back. And he said, okay. And we never saw him come back.
Yeah, just poof.
But for real, welcome to Big Fellas. Only three of us. Myself, also known as Tabby Face. You can call me Slim Jim. You can call me
Randy Savage, Slim Jim, snap into a Slim Jim. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can call me
Senor Beast.
You can call me You can call me Mr. Breast. You can call me Senor Breast. You can call me Mr. Fortnite. You can call me Mr. Pork Knight. AKA, you can call me Jackson Tucker the Embezzler.
Jeffrey Dahmer, Fortnite.
You can call
That's
me
his middle name.
Jeffrey Fortnite Dahmer. My name. Hold on, how does Jeffrey Dahmer speak? My name is Jeffrey Fortnite Dahmer. You cannot. When you enter his house, you have to get a victory royale for you to leave. But of course, solo. But yeah,
Have you watched that Jeffrey Dahmer thing?
I haven't yet. No.
Me neither.
I
I don't
was.
know if it's good or not.
I know. My sister-in-law watched it, and I think she liked it enough. I remember watching a few scenes from it. I'm like, why did they make Jeffrey Dahmer kind of like a little too handsome? Like they made him a little too attractive looking. Like he's supposed to be the bad guy, especially since this is like a real story. We should not make him that attractive looking. It made sense making someone like Ted Bundy attractive by casting Zac Efron because that was like a big part of his whole thing,
Yeah.
Although, I mean, have you seen the actual pictures of him? He's not... Oh, he's got a unibrow!
I mean, standards back then weren't as high, so.
True.
I'm hoping in a few years they will contact me to do the John Wayne Gacy biopic or whatever. I would love to play John Wayne Gacy. I think it'd be fucking hilarious. I'm like, I would like to say I'm pretty close to his size, so I'd be perfect casting.
Honestly? Yeah, kinda.
That would actually be hilarious.
I would definitely vote for you to be cast if I could.
I feel like I can bring something to the table when it comes to the interpretation of that fucking monster.
All right, so what murderer are you playing as in the movie adaptation for Peach?
The Ring? I don't know.
Honestly, you can. Let's make another Western Ring remake, and let's have you be Sadako.
Yeah, I could do it. I could put my hair over my face, and I'm a scary small person. So you know what?
You are not that You are not that short. You're like, aren't you like the average height for a woman?
Yeah, I guess I am the average height, but I mean, like, I'm not as tall as John Wayne Gacy, or yeah.
Yeah. God. Unironically, me being cast as John Wayne Gacy is would be too real.
Accurate?
Would be too accurate, yeah. I think I'm his height, too.
Damn.
New fan cast.
People keep talking about these fan casts that they want to see Henry Cavill as Mr. Fantastic for the Marvel movies, or they want to see fucking Daniel Radcliffe as the new Wolverine. Alright, no one's ever talking about making me the new John Wayne Gacy in a movie.
Yep, but
dude, that's unfair.
That's the true artistic.
All right, how about we'll cast me as the guy in the Khmer Rouge who's just like initiates the genocide in the Cambodian people.
You do not. Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, yeah, okay. I would do like 3 different personality changes to answer that question. I think I am possessed. Several beings tried to answer that question.
You've been possessed by his spirit.
John Wayne Gacy's like...
John Wayne Gacy and Markiplier fighting for control of your body.
It's John Wayne Gacy, Tony Soprano, and Markiplier fighting for control.
one side's like, oh, I want to kill, and the other side's like, one side's like, I want gabagool, and the other side's like, oh, I want milk.
Literally, it's like fucking, inside my brain, I got PTS3, ADHD, Xbox 360, Xbox One.
Yeah.
ADHD, and in my poor brain, Tony Soprano being like, I need the double duel, okay? I just want the damn double duel, and then John Wayne Gacy's like, I just want to kill some kids, and then Markiplier like, I just want some cream.
Gonna open up my OnlyFans once the podcast gets number 1.
Yeah, bring my podcast to number 1 on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and you will get the OnlyFans. And I will donate all the proceeds to charity. Do that for me. True control of his fan base's horniness. That is true control.
Weaponized horny.
He has weaponized...
Sexy, and he knows it.
Yeah. I mean, there's a few years back.
He's gonna dance in a Speedo like in the Alpha Male music video.
The which one?
Sorry, I was hacking up the egg I ate and the Polish sausage.
Saber, can I have a sausage, please? One sausage roll.
A spare sausage, please.
Can you
sausage?
Let's do a quick role play, okay? Peach and I will be 2 orphan children. You'll be the head of the orphanage, and we just want extra morsel for dinner, okay? Let's go. Starting scene.
Okay.
Please, sir, can you give me one more sausage?
Just a spare sausage, sir, please.
What the fuck are you doing here? Get the fuck out of here! I ain't no spare no sausage. Fucking hell, mate.
Where is this orphan owner supposed to? Where is he supposed
Master,
to be from?
why do you speak like you're from one of the penal colonies?
Penis? Is that what you're talking about? Fucking hell.
No, this measure touched my penis. I'm going to call the constable.
You try to fucking call them. I'll have a ciggy with him and we'll go and get some fucking grog.
No, grog has not yet been invented yet. It's the 1800s.
Fuck off. Like I care what time it is. Kick the ball. Kick the bloody ball.
I don't care what time it is.
Kick the bloody ball. No, what was that name? Not racist, ain't Norfolk. They ain't my wife. Love me footy. Simple as.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Enough of the role play, enough of the acting. Okay, we're just trying to show our acting chops. Hoping that Hollywood sees this and will cast me for John Wayne Gacy. I'm just trying to show them that I can do many things,
That you're versatile.
I'm very versatile, I'll be like Christian Bale. If you wanted to play like someone who's like this Turumo size, I'll lose like 300 pounds. Okay. Alright, I'll lose all the weight.
Have you seen that movie, The Machinist?
The Machinist, yeah.
I really wanna watch it.
It's good. I just feel like it's one of those movies people talk about when it comes to Christian Bale like doing the extreme for roles, but it's one people also have not seen.
I see. Yeah, not a lot of people. Like, I don't really know anyone who's talked about it. So
it's good. It's just the thing is, like, between that movie, he did American Psycho before, and then he did like Batman trilogy after it. So that poor movie just got like sandwiched between like his two big roles. Especially, I mean, uneducated people would argue that his role in the Batman trilogy, or the Nolan Batman trilogy, was like his defining career thing. But I don't know. Comic book fans don't have rights or knowledge.
They don't have a brain.
They do not have a brain. They share one brain cell, and that brain cell only tells them that She-Hulk is bad because women.
Who has rights?
Who has rights? Okay, hold on. Wait. Which one of us is white?
Me?
No, but you're a woman, so. And Saber
does
it really count?
Saber is no, but you're Canadian, so. Okay, you know what? You got rights. You have a bit of privilege, but you're also bisexual. You have some rights, some privilege. You have some say.
Just a little.
Just a little bit. But
perhaps.
I know for sure I don't. I'm a brown man in a white man's world. A stranger in a strange land. And I think Saber's got half rights. So he's got some rights, but not all of them.
Yeah. If I speak up, then half my people got slaughtered again.
God. Alright, enough of this depressing bullshit about rights. Let's talk about something awesome.
Jujutsu Kaisen?
Yeah. Yeah.
Very well. That's kind of what I was saying earlier. Just like, it's like it sounds like you got a curse, but
you didn't
segue out of that, and then we just kind of went on this whole other tangent about killers we'd play as and all this other shit. It's just like,
well, here's the thing. You know, I could argue that. You know, the spirit of John Wayne Gacy, which has started to possess me, is kind of like a special great curse in a way.
Yeah.
No, that's how funny he killed people. Oh, I'm kidding. No, okay, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. That's not right.
He diddled the kills.
He diddle kids.
Just like the Vegas before.
It seems to him that fat men can't wear clown costumes anymore. If you see a fat guy in a clown costume, you're like, oh shit. I'm not
red flags going off.
Yeah, like the alarm sounds start going fucking literally like police sirens. Yeah, police sirens can be heard, and like storm sirens can be heard blaring out like.
If that's what you call a police siren.
No, that's the storm. That's a storm. No, that's a storm siren. I did a storm siren.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was it. But... Okay, yeah. Let's. The whole point of this podcast episode was to talk about the damn movie.
The movie.
Because it was beautiful and amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially coming from a company like a studio like Mappa, who people shit on for no reason.
What? People... Well, because their work culture isn't great. Like, haven't you seen the Jujutsu... Was it the Jujutsu Kaisen director, or was it something else? The bags under his eyes, man. He looked like he was on the verge of death.
He looked on the verge of death, but he produced something so great. Like, that first season is wonderful. And then, of course, you know, Chainsaw Man dropping from them this season as well has also been great. Like, that first episode looks fantastic.
I mean, I thought it sounded like in my head you were about to say, instead of on the verge of death, on the virgin of death.
The Virgin of Death.
Virgin of Death sounds like a Dark Souls boss. Oh, that's Steropolis, the Virgin of Death. He lies upon there, greater. Be careful with him. He's deadly. And then in reality, like, his boss fight's pretty whatever.
You 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 fucking leaked the one of the bosses for Elden Ring DLC.
Elden Ring's in DLC?
I don't know.
I'm playing Elden Ring. It's my first Souls game.
Oh, how's that turn out for you?
I'm horrible at it. I die a lot.
That's
Yeah.
all right.
It's normal.
But that's fun. It's fun.
It's alright, it's like when you play a multiplayer team-based shooter and you die a lot without getting a lot of kills sometimes, but you just power through it.
Yeah.
But going back to the topic at hand, so I got a bit of a story to tell about this movie real quick from my personal experience. I call this the PS3 saga.
Oh yes.
So this will be fun. Saber is a witness and a key player to the PS3 saga. I'd argue he's a character in this story. But Peach, you are not a character in this. You're a very minor mention, but let's let me tell you this. Let me weave my tale. My tale of two PS3s.
Yep.
So I saw that. I saw Jujutsu Kaisen 0 in theaters, and I'm like, oh, cool, this is great. And where's the home media release? And I waited for months until I found out Japan dropped it, and then Crunchyroll had the streaming for it, for English dub and the original dub. And to which I was like, I ain't giving them no money so I can see this movie. So I looked up, I did some research, and I found out that the physical releases of Jujutsu Kaisen 0 in Japan have English subtitles. I was like, oh, I'm saved. I don't really care much for the dub, so I just want this movie at home. So I start looking for it online, and the prices aren't great until I find someone who's selling it, the limited edition, which is the one I got, for $60, which is typically its normal retail price in general, give or take. So I buy it from them, and I get it, and I'm like, I need a Blu-ray player. And I need one, and luckily, you might, a big thing about this is, a big concern was, oh, what about the region? But I found out that the US and Japan share the same region for Blu-ray. Thank God, so I can watch it, but I still need a Blu-ray player. And I was looking at ones online, I'm like, well, I can buy a new one for $70, or I can hunt down a PS3 on the second-hand market for about the same price, but also have a huge install base of games and whatnot. And it's region-free, so I can get Blu-rays from fucking Europe or other parts of the world and not worry about that. Which is a cool thing. So I order the PS3, and I get it, and I get it, and I get it. And it is one of those big, fat, fucking original ones.
Mm-hmm. With the fucking Spider-Man 3 font on the side.
Yeah, this motherfucker got the Spider-Man 3 font on it. So I plugged that bad boy in. It sounds like a creepypasta. I bought a PS3 from someone real cheap, and I plugged it in, and all of a sudden I saw Hyperrealist 4. No. I plugged it in, it's working fine. If anything, that PS3 had Marvel vs. Capcom 2 still installed on it, which makes that thing so much more valuable in general. And I decided, what if I connect it to the internet? And I couldn't quite do that because it needs to be updated. So I'm like, okay, it's connected to the internet via Wi-Fi, that's fine. But I need to update it so I can use internet services. Because I do intend to use it also as a streaming box, because the PS3 and 360 in conjunction still have a big install of streaming services on them that work just fine. Weirdly enough. So I attempt to update it, and then it gives me an error message. And it attempts to update again. And again. And again. And nothing's happening. I then go online. Yes. I then go online. I go online, and I'm like, oh, because it's telling me about this error message. So I look up the error message online because I imagine, this console is like fucking, like almost. This console's like 16 to 15 years old. Okay, this error message cannot be unique to me. Someone has had to have the same problem. So I go on forums and I find that the message related to it involves an error with the Blu-ray drive. So I'm like, okay. So I follow a tutorial on how to open this bad boy up, and I use my Call of Duty sleight of hand perk to open it up. Really, I use my dumb play construction skills for this one, and I have pretty much just open PS3 and I check the connector ribbons. This is where I found out that I hate connector ribbons in technology. There's terrible design. Connector ribbons are fucking horrible, and I can't believe they were still being used for a while. I think they're still used in modern stuff. They're terrible.
Perhaps.
So I check the connector ribbon and I make sure it's then in there. I don't mess with anything else. I attempt to turn it on. Nothing. Update. It starts the update. It gets stuck at 69%, and then I go on Reddit. And then this is happening before work. So I go to work and I make a Reddit post on my way to work. I then see that people are like, oh, what if you take out the hard drive mid-update? I'm like, well, I just want to give it a try. And it attempts to update even further. Like, it goes from, I kid you not, it goes from 69% to like 99%. But then it stops right away because it's like, oh, well, you removed the hard drive and we can't really put this update anywhere. And the worst part about it was that this problem could have been probably solved if I could boot it into safe mode. But the thing wouldn't let me go into safe mode. So at that point, after work, I have Saber and Trumo on call with me as we try to figure out what the hell we can do about this situation. And then nothing's really solved. And I called my friend that lives nearby, who is a little bit more technologically knowledgeable than I am. And I told him, like, come pick this thing up. And I'm going to bed because I worked all night and I'm tired and it's like almost noon. And I have to like wake up at like around, I have work at like 11 p.m. I want to get some sleep. So I go to bed. I wake up to a text from him a few hours ago saying, yeah, your PS3 is Brit. And the worst part is, it's the hard drive that has like that gave the PS3 cancer.
Oh no!
So no more Marvel vs. Capcom.
No more Marvel. Now I have to hunt down a $100 copy. Anyway, that happens as he attempts to update it. He theorized that it might have been the hard drive that's the problem, so he takes his PS3, removes the hard drive from it, and then inserts that hard drive into the console, and it starts to update again, and it goes to 99%, but then it's like stops and it fucking freezes, and he couldn't figure out what to do about it. And then he kind of theorizes, like, we don't know if it's confirmed, but we didn't want to try it out. But he's like, what if I put the PS3, my PS3's hard drive into his PS3? But he was afraid of mine bricking his too. So he said, through that, this thing is kind of not possible to fix. And I'm like, damn, there goes $60. So I go back on Mercari. And I buy a second PS3, and it works fine. It updates. I have things downloaded on it, and it's great. And yeah, and I still have that bricked PS3 sitting in my room in a box. It came in.
Aww.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I'm not sure if people would even buy something like this, but yeah.
My condolences.
All this to watch Jujutsu Kaisen 0.
And not give Crunchyroll a fucking dime.
I'm not if I was hanging on a thread over like a cliff of like instant death, okay? And there was a Crunchyroll CEO being like, listen to me, Tabby Face from Tabby Face TV.
You're from Cock TV.
listen to me, Daddyface from Cock TV. You give me 1 cent and I pull you up. I'm the CEO of Crunchyroll, and that 1 cent will go straight back to the company, or you die. And I would tell him, I think I'll die, and I'll let go of the rope. I am not giving that company a single morsel. Like, that company is fucking ass. And you might be saying, Tav, there goes a Crunchyroll sponsor.
Yeah. And?
And?
Who asked?
I'd rather get sponsored by NordVPN. Or get sponsored by one. No, what's the really whack ass VPN that people get sponsored by? I rather get sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh God!
I'd rather do 2 ads for Surfshark and Raid Shadow Legends in one podcast episode or whatever, or even one fucking video if I go back to making videos again. When I get the motivation to make them, I'd rather do those. I'd rather do those ad reads and get their money than have Crunchyroll give me money to give them an ad.
What about Manscaped?
Well, I do use Manscaped.
Ah, okay.
What
about Raycon? Raycon earbuds.
Oh no, not Raycon either. No, I would not. I'm not gonna give Ray J my advertisement. I don't care if he sends me a free pair and money. Raycons are kind of ass. I can go on a bit tangent about Raycons and Beats headphones, but that's a different topic. But going back to the actual topic at hand, regardless, I finally watched it physically. But before that, I watched it with Saber, hence why he's here. And that's the only piece of Jujutsu Kaisen media he's seen.
As far as how did you feel about it?
I liked it.
It was really good. You should watch the actual anime.
I will when I feel like it.
Fair enough.
When you feel like it? How about now? How about
Damn. So this podcast just turned into a watch along. All right, let's go.
No, I don't have time for that. Okay, I'm a busy guy. I gotta go. I gotta
guard a robot.
Yeah, I gotta go play Five Nights at Freddy's. Real life.
Yeah, I gotta go gargle salt water. Too busy.
Is that for real?
No.
It seems like such a random thing.
What job?
The salt water gargler, obviously.
The saltwater gargler sounds like a fucking
killer.
Sounds like a killer. Oh, that's a saltwater gargler. When they kill their victims, they leave salt water in their mouths. It shouldn't even be ocean water. It should be water with salt in it.
Ocean man.
Take me by the hand. But yeah. So let's talk about this damn movie. I don't think I need to express this as much as I have already. What?
Hold up, we took 30 minutes to get to talking to the movie. For a 40-minute episode.
Well, you know.
Oh, no,
shit happens.
I think at least, I think we're cutting out at least the first 10 minutes.
Oh, true.
Yeah, that's just bullshittery. So technically we spent 20 minutes. Unless people want the full uncut, the full uncut nonsense. You know, they want the Snyder Cut version.
You'll have to pay extra for that.
You guys ready to hear the hardest rap verse I've ever come up with?
We've already heard it, though.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's just Jujutsu Kaisen's awesome.
No, I said the hardest rap verse I've ever dropped.
Yeah, exactly. That's the hardest rap verse you've ever dropped. You just said that.
No, hell no.
Yeah, you go hard. You go hard like the broccoli.
No. Listen to this. I got something harder than just seeing praise about this movie. All right, listen. This is my rap verse, okay? Beat makers on YouTube who need a free feature, you can use this one, okay? Went to the doctors and got a circumcision. Call that bitch a Snyder Cut. That's it. That's it.
Beautiful. True poetry.
Facts.
Anyway, alright, let's talk about this damn movie. I don't think I gotta give it a summary. If you haven't seen it, go see it. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
if you haven't seen it, then don't watch this episode. Skip to the next one.
Yeah.
You watched up until this point, but
Spoilers up
sucks
ahead.
for you.
Spoilers up ahead about this thing. Because it really is something to experience and really, really suck in. Especially, I mean, if you choose to read the manga version of this, it's just as good because Gigi Akutami is a wonderful mangaka. But the movie just fucking like enhances this by so much.
Yeah. Oh, the opening sequence is just so beautiful. It like made me tear up when I watched it. Just like the walking with the trees and stuff like that. It just damn.
Also,
I like the animation.
The OST gets me because it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the OST is really good. That was usually I don't take note of the OST in a movie because a good OST I feel should not be noticed. It should enhance the scene and you shouldn't be focusing on it. But sometimes an OST is so good that I have to listen to it, and that was one of them.
I have currently on like my playlist that's kind of going like that's in my cycle of current music at the moment. I have the opening sequence of like when like the whole what we were just describing. That opening sequence is OST, and the soundtrack that plays at the last fight between Geto and Yuta. So that fucking goes hard.
Oh yeah, it does. Oh, but the animation for that scene with Maki's where Maki's fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, that's like the best animated scene in the movie.
I like going back to watching Gojo versus Miguel, especially when he does that fucking combo. You know?
I'm trying to remember. It's been so long since I watched.
It's where he's up close to Miguel and he just starts fucking hammering punches into him.
Oh, right. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's no some scene. Of course, the whole sequence where Yuta's fighting Geto and does the Black Flash is really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I think in general, I'm just super. For what I understand about this, if I've done my research correctly, other than the fact that this is like a prequel to what happens prior to the events of the actual start of the manga / series, my series in general. From what I understand about notes, Yuta was meant to be the main character the whole time.
Yeah, he was. He was the original main character, and then, if you remember how Inumaki looks with his hair sort of up,
mm-hmm.
They changed that design to Yuji, and then changed how Inumaki looked.
I mean, yeah. I do like the fact that Maki and Panda have pretty much stayed the same design, roughly.
Yeah.
I mean, Maki has different... Panda.
Same energy, just same energy as Pantherk.
The introduction of I'm Panda, I'm just a panda.
Just a panda.
Nothing else. And that's why we love him.
What I like the most about this is the fact that we really get to meet. Really, if you are new to the series, it's a really great entry point. I do think there are moments where some certain mentions and some certain scenes featuring characters that were already prominent in the first season. For example, the whole Nanami showing up in the movie and killing that big curse and just going to town. There's no explanation to that character at all in the movie. At all. But I feel for someone who watched season 1, you pretty much are oh, I know that character. Okay, he's cool. Yeah, he's doing his thing.
But then again, it's if you're a new person watching it, like I am, and you see that, it's just oh, cool, that's cool. And then then if I go watch a series and then I see those, some of those characters again, I'd be oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's sort of that a bit of that tease is just like
you
just
got
like
a little teaser. Yeah, you got a little teaser what this guy can do, and then when you meet him in season 1, especially watching the anime, then you're like, oh, I saw him from the movie. Okay, this is who he is. He's cool. Goddamn. Which means for Saber, the introduction of my favorite character, Aoi Toto, it would probably be really funny for him when he watches season 1 then.
Oh yeah, I love Toto. He's definitely one of the better characters.
He's my fucking spirit animal.
I like Nanami personally. Nanami, Gojo. Actually, I would argue that Geto is my favorite character in the whole thing.
Are we talking about Geto from Zero or Geto in the series? From main or
Geto from Zero.
Okay, I agree with that. Honestly, he's such a great antagonist. Because you fucking, I showed this to my brother, Carlos. I showed it to him, and Geto shows up on screen, and it's like the whole introduction of here's what he's doing. He gets rid of the curse for those 2 ladies, and he's like, fucking monkeys, I hate monkeys. And then he kills that dude who won't give him any more money because he's like, you serve no purpose to me if you cannot give me more money. And he just fucking murders him. I remember my brother was in silence, and after watching that scene, he's like, fuck this dude, he's a fucking asshole.
Oh, it's so weird for me, because, you kind of, oh, wait, actually, I shouldn't spoil the manga, actually. Fuck. Okay, well, I was gonna say, in the manga, you really like him, I would say. He's very likable, almost.
I mean, yeah.
At least that's how I feel, at least. I find him to be, a villain that you almost agree with.
Or you get those kinds of fans that are just like, I can fix him.
That's me. I can fix him. No, I can make him worse.
No, you're not looking at Geto and being like, yes, I can fix him. Or sorry, let me do what the English stuff pronounces. You don't look at Gato and be like, yeah, I can fix him. Oh my god, okay. They call him Gato in the dub. I don't want to shit on the dub because people worked on this and I can kind of hear it, but man, I'm going to make you so mad right now hearing about this. Because I was also mad hearing about this when it comes to the dub for specifically the movie. So, every voice actor who worked on this movie, especially the English dub, mind you, this is a movie that was a big thing in Japan and has a huge budget and arguably probably one of the best anime works to come out of Japan in recent time, I'd argue. It's not doing fucking Demon Slayer Mugen Train numbers, but it's damn close to it. But each voice actor was paid somewhere between $300 and $400 for their entire work.
I heard about that. That's bullshit.
And now I kind of realize this, because weirdly enough, despite the fact that for, its original dub, Jujutsu Kaisen's, voice work features a lot of really strong heavy hitters in the industry. A lot of strong, Japanese seiyus are in this work. And then, of course, in the States, we get a lot of newer talent that don't really have, notable work. And then I realized that all made sense now, considering that was the budget of each voice actor working on this movie. If that's the budget for the movie, then the series probably didn't have too much to work off of. I think the only notable name in the series itself is the voice of Megumi being Robbie Damon.
Oh,
I think that's the only notable voice actor. I could be wrong.
Spider-Man.
I could be wrong. There probably is another notable voice in there, but it's it's weirdly enough a budget dub, which is super weird for a series like that. Which now makes sense why everybody just praises the Japanese dub even more. I honestly prefer. So when I watch anime, I'll sometimes give its English dub a try because I'm like, you know what, people, this is their making this appeal to a broader audience. I'll give it a shot, to support the industry. And then I listened to the first episode of Jujutsu Kaisen dubbed. I was like, okay, no, I don't think I will.
Yeah, and in a lot of dubs, like, the voice actors are encouraged to deliberately mispronounce the names as well. That's why in a lot of them you hear them not say the names quite right, because they're told how to pronounce it, and it's usually an incorrect way.
I mean, of course, we have the whole... I think even in the series, because in Season 1, we Geto's a character in Season 1. I think in the English dub, I didn't watch far enough, I think they also call him Geto as well.
Oh, my poor baby boy, look how they massacred you.
I know. It's like, I didn't know our mispronunciations of this stuff were still relevant, especially when I felt like we got out of that era, because Demon Slayer's English dub and My Hero's English dub is really good. I'd argue they're pretty on par. Like, you can go either way when it comes to those two dubs. Especially My Hero's English dub. I think it's really good.
It goes hard. Speaking of which, I need to continue that.
But just it really disappoints. It really is kind of sad for me to know that a series that also has a lot of like love and hard work and praise, even from overseas fans like us, will it should be something that shouldn't be treated as a budget dub. That really sucks.
Yeah. It does suck. Thank God I got to watch it in the sub.
I know, same here. I think when my local theater that was playing it when it was screening there, I think there was a lot more showings for the sub than there was the dub at all. I think the dub had maybe 1 per day, but the sub had like 3.
Oh, wow. Good for them.
I also saw it in a pretty empty theater, too. Like, I think...
Oh, mine was packed.
Did you see it, like, on the premiere, like, a few days after it came out? Over there?
I think it was a few days after.
I saw mine... I saw the movie right before... I think a little bit before it left the theater. So, it was, like, me and maybe, like, a few other people that were sitting there. But, no, that's not a bad experience to watch this. But it's not like when I watched the Mugen Train in the theaters and where it was, like, packed and you could hear people crying over Rengoku's death. Like, you can hear people audibly tearing up.
I feel so bad because I watched it and I was like... I was not sad at all at his death. Everyone was like, I feel so heartless.
I know a while ago I streamed me playing through the game, which pretty much follows the anime and Mugen Train. Up until Mugen Train. And, so in D&D, in one of our first campaigns, this is Lightsaber and Tsurumo's first time playing it, my character was straight up just fucking Rengoku from Demon Slayer, like straight up.
Aww.
And he was kind of like he was kind of like the group leader and like the big damage boy. So he do be doing a lot for the team. And they watched me stream Demon Slayer, the game, and they weren't. And I forgot they didn't know that Rengoku dies.
Oops.
So I remember. Yeah. So Terumo's reaction was the funniest thing, where he's like, "What the hell? He dies!"
Aww.
And then what kind of like really adds to it is the fact that this was after like our first major campaign, and in the conclusion of that, all of our characters loaded up onto a train to go to like the next place.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So then we saw this happening, and then we're just like, oh no. Terumo, like I could see Terumo just doing the whole like no.
Wait. No,
Oh god.
poor guy, he wasn't ready. I mean, at the end of that campaign, or not towards the end of, towards the end of the campaign, I decided I wanted to switch out characters, so, or play a different character. So I had Rengoku leave, and and Turo's character was pretty heartbroken by this, because I would say he was the goat for the party.
Yeah.
He was the real, like, Chad for the party, who fucking managed to care of business.
He literally had, like, his stats were literally like anime protagonist, and the fact that, like, his character went through so much shit, like near death experiences and stuff, where he just where it's just because he's a cleric, and so eventually he just starts like wondering about, like, questioning his faith or whatever, because of the fact that, like, they have so many near death experiences.
Yeah, Turo's poor character was like, got fucking decked by a giant black Lionel man named Panther. He got decked by him and left him at 1 HP, and that traumatized him.
Oh no.
And then he saw another friend of his almost get burnt alive by this metal crab mech thingy. And and then we go through so much, and then he gets, and then eventually down the line, it's like he gets captured by some ogres, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna cook you up for a stew," and he's just like, all right, I've had enough of this, and he touched his shoulder with inflict wounds and killed him instantly. But it's just like he goes through like all throughout their adventures, he goes through so much shit, and then all of a sudden it's like one of his close friends just has to leave for his homeland, and he's just like, what do I do?
Lord, what do I do, Lord?
Aww.
But yeah, that totally happened in Jujutsu Kaisen 0, you know. Yuta is just a code name for Varel, you know. I'm kidding. Varel's the name of Turo's character, but
Aww.
just circling back to the movie real quick. Other than the animation just being fucking fantastic, I think its story, for how short it is, I have the actual manga volume as well on hand, literally holding it in my hand.
Give us some of that manga ASMR. Flip the pages onto the mic.
Is that good?
Yeah,
I
sure.
didn't hear anything.
Well, we'll take it. We'll take it.
The mic picked it up.
True. Yeah, so it doesn't matter if we heard it.
Yeah, you know, the mic picked it up. Fucking Discord's noise thing is
Discord be whack.
Yeah, and Discord's noise suppression thing, I guess, do be that good. But, like, that whole... Some would say, like, oh, well, we really didn't get to see Yuta, like, train that much, you know, to control the cursed energy, or the fact that in Season 1, they mentioned that he wiped out the Kyoto school, so he soloed the Kyoto school during the exchange event. I'm like, doesn't matter if we didn't get to see it. This was about him and Rika.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't...
I say yeah, like I know anything, but, like, I'm just saying, like, I see your point.
You know, we didn't need to know about we don't need the filler, especially since this is a movie, and I think the movie faithfully adapts the manga chapters. It does a very good, faithful adaptation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and, like, even as is, like, it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to add that in. Like you said, it would just be filler.
I mean, it was cool that, like, we got to see some of the fights in Kyoto and Tokyo for, like, a split second, but they weren't the attention. I mean, especially when it came to, like, Gojo being a central part of that character, it made sense for us to, like, go back to what he's doing at that moment, especially since, you know, he wants to hurry up and get back to the school and see what's up and have to face his dear friend. Despite Geto being a really good villain, his death and his final moments with Gojo really did hit me. It was really well done. Man lost an arm.
True. Yeah, it was a sad one to watch.
Yeah.
But then we all know what happened after.
Well, Saber doesn't.
Well,
I'll find out.
He'll find out. You know. After this
I'm working on it.
After this podcast, I'm gonna tie him up in his. I'm gonna lock his room, his shack, and I'm gonna tell him, "You're not leaving this until you watch the entirety of season 1."
I'm working on it.
I don't care what you do. You watch it.
Don't make me get my gun.
Don't make me pull out my special grade curse. Oh my god! I just realized something. What is Chris Chan a Jujutsu sorcerer? Think about his signature move, the Curse-y Hamehameha.
Sonichu.
Oh no.
Sonichu's a special grade curse.
Oh no. We cracked the code, everyone.
Or an SCP.
I feel like I don't think Chris in himself is an SCP. I think
his
Sonichu's
creations.
like special grade curse.
No,
his creations are SCPs.
No. Those are fucking Jujutsu Kaisen like curses. Okay, those motherfuckers are working with like Mahito. You know, they're part of that ending. Okay, I can see Sonichu, Punchy, Sonichu, and like whatever all the rest of them. I can see them hanging out with them. They fit right in, and then Christian would just show up like, "No, we're gonna flip the world of Jujutsu for the better. We're gonna
the dimensional merge. Oh no!
The dimensional merge will happen, and the weak will have to fear the strong." I agree with Suguru Geto. I agree with him. Christian was there during the assaults on Tokyo and Kyoto. He was there being like, he goes to the Gojo. You don't look that good. You can't even see out that blindfold of yours. Oh, that's strong. And then like Gojo's like, he's not gonna have anything. Anyway, it's like, don't make me pull out my special technique, the Curse-y Hamehameha. Then Gojo just fucking infinities this man. And Chris is like dead. I don't know. But yeah, I think the movie would be better if Geto was just replaced with Chris Chan, and like in reality, it wasn't even the whole like, those monkeys should fear us.
He only took that curse out of that girl because he thought he was a boyfriend-free girl.
That's a problem with you, Yuta Okotsu, is that you turned your girlfriend into a curse, and she happens to be the best curse. But when I kill you, she'll be a boyfriend-free girl. When I use the power of all my Sonichus and Rosechus, all my OCs, into one technique, then you're gonna really, really fear, okay? You're gonna be real scared of this when I do my ultimate Curse-y Hamehameha. So imagine Chris Chan showing up dressed as fucking Geto to the school. The whole events of it, but Geto is just, the English voice actor for Geto isn't just the generic dude they got. It's Chris Chan. They got him out of jail just to do that one role.
His robe is just the color of the fucking striped sweater.
Yeah. No, the little sash he wears, the little like bit of color. That's the striped sweater. Yeah, that's his striped shirt. Then
Sonichu medallion.
Yeah. I need Rika Orimoto. Alright? I need you to give me her. I'll give you one free commission for that there curse you have there. I'll make you into a Sonichu. But yeah, you know. Then he fights Maki. He's like, you're a boyfriend-free girl, but you're a monkey because you don't even have curse energy. In reality, the movie would have ended right then and there when like when Inumaki shows up and he tells him to plummet, and
just kills him instantly.
Yeah, because I love that scene so much, especially in the movie, because you just see his like fucking skull cave in.
Yeah, it's just that split second of just the like he literally got hit with the fucking bonk stick.
Yeah, they literally fucking bonked him, and like, it's like a cartoon where like something falls on a character's head and their head contorts the shape that the indent that they left. That's literally what happened to that man's. But yeah,
this is dead.
Yeah, at that point, Christian would have died, and then like the parade would have stopped. The parade of demons would have stopped, and Christmas would have been saved. By the way, Jujutsu Kaisen 0, a Christmas movie.
Hooray!
Because that final climax happens on the 24th of December. They say it.
Yep, it's just like Dead Hard.
You see Dead Hard?
Oh, Die Hard?
Dead Hard!
It was close.
That's the Chinese bootleg version.
Like Red Dead Redemption.
Dead Hard, starring Roos Billis.
No. See, I'm making a Die Hard like movie starring Peach Pitzel from BigFellows.Twitter.com, where she's going to be playing the role, and she's got to like. It's going to be the plot of Die Hard, but it's Peach as Bruce Willis.
Yeah, and instead of a Christmas movie, it's a Halloween movie.
Oh, yeah. She's not trying to save people, she's actually trying to kill people.
Making things worse.
Yeah, you're just making things worse. You're disrupting these people's lives. They're just trying to have a nice Halloween party, and you're like, fuck these people. You just want to kill them. You ever, like...
Exactly.
You ever walk by a neighborhood and you see a house with the windows open and... I don't know, I'm doing the Christian voice. You ever walk by a neighborhood and you see, like the windows wide open, and you see they're celebrating having a party, and you just look in there for a second, you're like, what if I just came in there right now and murdered them all? Like, how dare you be happy?
It's like,
That's exactly what I think every single time.
What if you look at a crowd of people in the city and you're just like, what if I open fire on them right now?
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
What if I just threw a flashbang at this school stadium?
What if I just what if you know what? Maybe Peach is right. Ghetto is right. He was right the whole time.
Yeah, monkeys.
Exactly.
I mean, even Yuta was like, I don't know if you're right or wrong. I don't know. What's wrong with you? I don't know. I don't know if you're right or wrong.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Anyway, yeah, that's the movie. Pretty good. Watch it. Go watch it. If you haven't seen the series, you don't know anything about it. You just go and watch it.
Doesn't even matter. Just watch it.
You can go
watch the series.
You can go stream it on Crunchyroll for the easiest access, or you can just do what I do and import a copy, or you can always just go to suspectable websites.
You'd always be a pirate.
There's nothing wrong with pirating if it means you're not supporting Crunchyroll in their efforts. Okay, there's nothing wrong with it.
Now, tune in to the next episode where we commit war crimes.
I thought like tune in next episode where I will be absent because I would have been arrested for pirating. But yeah, this is the Big Fellows signing off one last time before the dimensional merge happens.